Sometimes the hand that is trying so hard to hold prosperity is the very hand that needs to open. Tonight, you are invited to release the grip and watch prosperity find you in a softer way. Not by chasing, not by forcing, not by waking up every morning with your heart tight, your mind tired, and your body waiting for proof that life is finally on your side, but by breathing again, by opening again, by remembering that good can still reach you even when you stop running after it. Maybe you have been holding on so tightly because you were afraid that if you let go, everything would fall apart. Maybe you have been trying to control every detail, every bill, every answer, every message, every chance, every door. Maybe you have been telling yourself that if you worry enough, plan enough, push enough, and stay alert enough, then life will finally become safe. But your soul is tired now. Your heart is tired. Your hands are tired from gripping what was never meant to be held with fear. And right here, in this quiet moment, you do not have to keep doing it that way. You can soften. You can breathe. You can let your shoulders drop. You can let your jaw unclench. You can let your heart hear these simple words. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not being punished. You are learning how to receive without fear. And if a part of you is wondering whether these words are really for you, yes, they are. You are not here by accident. Some quiet part of you knew you needed this moment. Some part of you knew you were ready to stop begging life to be kind. You were ready to stop chasing prosperity like it was always running away. You were ready to release the grip and become peaceful enough to let good find you. So for now, do not try to believe everything all at once. Do not force your mind to be positive. Do not fight the fear. Just let the words come close. Let them sit beside you like warm water. Let them touch the tired places gently. Tonight, you are allowed to rest from the chase. You are allowed to open your hands. You are allowed to believe, even softly, that prosperity can come to you in ways that feel calm, honest, loving, and right. You do not need to grab the river. You can stand beside it. You can let it move. You can let it bring what belongs to you in its own wise time. And as you listen, let this become your first gentle truth. I do not need to hold life so tightly. I can release the grip. I can breathe. And I can allow prosperity to find me. I know you have been carrying so much. Maybe no one sees how much you think about the future. Maybe no one knows how often you smile on the outside while inside you are wondering, will I be okay? Will the money come? Will the answer come? Will the right door open? Will life finally feel easier? Will I ever stop feeling like I have to fight for every little piece of peace? And if that has been your quiet pain, take a slow breath now. You do not have to hide it here. You do not have to pretend that you are calm if you have been afraid. You do not have to act strong if you feel worn down. It is okay. It is okay that you wanted proof. It is okay that you wanted safety. It is okay that you tried to control things. You were not doing something wrong. You were trying to protect your heart. You were trying to make sure you would not fall. You were trying to make sure life would not disappoint you again. And that makes sense. That is human. That is tender. That deserves kindness. Maybe you have spent months or years thinking that if you could just do more, be more, work harder, plan better, look better, speak better, act faster, then prosperity would finally stay. Maybe you believed support was something you had to earn by being perfect. Maybe receiving felt unsafe. Maybe ease felt strange. Maybe rest made you feel guilty. Maybe when something good came close, your mind looked for the problem. You wondered, can I trust this? Will it last? What if it goes away? So instead of receiving the good, you started preparing to lose it. Instead of enjoying the open door, you started looking for the next closed one. And slowly, your body learned to live in a tight place, a tight chest, a tight stomach, tight hands, tight thoughts, a tight hope. But tonight, we are not going to shame that part of you. We are going to hold it gently, because the part of you that grips is not bad. It is afraid. It wants to know that you will be safe. It wants to know that you will have enough. It wants to know that you will not be left alone in the dark with no help, no answer, and no way forward. So speak to that part of you now, softly. You might say, "Thank you for trying to protect me. You have worked so hard, but we can rest a little now." Let that be enough. You do not have to fix your whole life in this moment. You do not have to understand every path. You do not have to know how prosperity will come. You only need to create a little room inside yourself. A little room for trust. A little room for breath. A little room for support. A little room for a new thought. Take a moment right now and ask yourself gently, without judgment, where have I been gripping life the most? Is it money? Is it work? Is it love? Is it timing? Is it the fear that I am too late? Is it the fear that I will never have enough? If you feel called to share, you can write one simple word in the comments. Release. That one word can become a soft promise to your own heart. Not because you have already let go of everything, not because you are perfect, but because you are willing. And willingness is a quiet doorway. You are allowed to release slowly. You are allowed to open one finger at a time. You are allowed to believe in prosperity without turning it into pressure. You are allowed to want more and still be grateful for what is here. You are allowed to dream and still rest. You are allowed to take action and still trust. You are allowed to receive without feeling guilty. You are allowed to stop proving that you deserve good. Because good is not only for people who never struggle. Good is not only for people who never doubt. Good is not only for people who have everything figured out. Good can meet you right here, in your honest breath, in your soft heart, in your tired body, in your quiet wish to begin again. Imagine your heart like a small room at night. For a long time, you may have kept the door locked because you were afraid of what might enter. But now, you do not have to throw the door wide open. You can simply unlock it. You can turn on one small lamp inside. You can whisper to life, "I am willing to receive in ways that feel safe for me." That is enough for now. A small opening is still an opening. A small breath is still a return. A small yes is still a beginning. And tonight, your small yes matters. So let the body hear this. You are safe enough to soften. You are loved enough to rest. You are worthy enough to receive. You do not have to chase what can meet you with grace. You do not have to force what can arrive through peace. You do not have to grip prosperity like it is trying to leave you. You can release the grip, and little by little, you can watch prosperity find you. Now let these words come slowly. Do not rush them. Do not try to hold every sentence in your mind. Let each affirmation move through you like warm rain. Let it touch one place, then let it go. If one affirmation feels true, receive it. If another one feels far away, simply let it pass by like a sea, loud. There is no pressure here. There is no test. You are not trying to become perfect. You are only practicing a softer way to speak to yourself. I release the grip I have had on life. I release the grip gently. I do not pull my hands away in fear. I do not force myself to let go before I am ready. I simply notice where I have been holding too tightly. I notice the pressure in my hands. I notice the pressure in my chest. I notice the pressure in my thoughts. And with kindness, I begin to soften. I release the grip, one breath at a time. I do not need to drop everything at once. I can open slowly. I can let one finger relax, then another, then another. My hands are learning peace. My heart is learning trust. My body is learning that it does not have to fight every moment. I am allowed to stop forcing life. I am allowed to stop pushing so hard. I am allowed to pause without losing my way. I am allowed to rest without falling behind. I am allowed to trust that some doors open more easily when I stop kicking at them. I am allowed to stop forcing life. Let that sentence enter your body. You do not have to force every answer. You do not have to force every person. You do not have to force every plan. You do not have to force prosperity to arrive through fear. There may be a softer way. There may be a kinder path. There may be support you cannot see yet. I let my body soften around prosperity. My body does not have to tighten when I think about money. My breath does not have to become small. My stomach does not have to hold old fear. My shoulders do not have to carry the whole future. I let my body soften around prosperity. I let prosperity feel calmer in me. I let receiving feel safer in me. I let my body soften around prosperity. Not because everything is solved in this moment, not because every question has an answer right now, but because fear does not need to live in my body all day. I can think about support with a softer chest. I can think about money with a steadier breath. I can think about my future without hurting myself inside. I am open to peaceful prosperity. I am open to good that does not require me to lose myself. I am open to support that comes with calm. I am open to work that respects my energy. I am open to ideas that feel clear and kind. I am open to chances that match the person I am becoming. I am open to peaceful prosperity, not loud prosperity, not desperate prosperity, not prosperity that asks me to be afraid all the time. Peaceful prosperity, steady support, clean choices, wise timing, helpful people, honest growth. A life that gives me room to breathe. I do not have to chase what is meant to meet me. I can take loving action. I can show up. I can learn. I can ask. I can create. I can do my part. But I do not have to chase from panic. I do not have to run after every sign. I do not have to prove my worth by being exhausted. I do not have to chase what is meant to meet me. If something is for my good, it can find a way toward me. If a door is right, it can open with peace. If an opportunity belongs in my life, I can meet it with a clear heart. I do not need to grab. I do not need to beg. I do not need to shrink. I can stand in quiet trust. I allow good to come in simple ways. Good can come through a kind message. Good can come through one calm idea. Good can come through a small step I almost ignored. Good can come through a peaceful no. Good can come through a new yes. Good can come through timing I did not plan. I allow good to come in simple ways. I do not need every blessing to look dramatic. I do not need life to shout before I believe it is helping me. I can notice the small support, the breath, the bed, the roof, the cup of water, the clear thought, the quiet moment, the person who cares, the strength to try again. I am willing to receive without guilt. I am willing to receive kindness. I am willing to receive help. I am willing to receive fair pay. I am willing to receive rest. I am willing to receive love. I am willing to receive peace. I am willing to receive answers that feel good in my body. I am willing to receive without guilt. I do not need to push away every blessing. I do not need to explain why I do not deserve it. I do not need to make myself smaller so others feel comfortable. I can receive with grace. I can receive with thanks. I can receive and still be loving. I can receive and still be kind. I can receive and still be humble. I let go of the belief that struggle is the only way. I have known effort. I have known waiting. I have known trying. I have known the tired feeling of doing my best while wondering if my best is enough. But struggle is not my only path. Pressure is not my only teacher. Fear is not my only guide. I let go of the belief that struggle is the only way. There can be effort with peace. There can be growth with kindness. There can be discipline with softness. There can be prosperity without losing my heart. There can be success without living in fear. There can be progress without punishing myself. I make room for support. I make room in my thoughts. I make room in my heart. I make room in my day. I make room in the way I speak to myself. I make room by saying, maybe I do not have to do this alone. I make room by letting my hands open. I make room by allowing help to feel welcome. I make room for support. Support may come through people. Support may come through ideas. Support may come through rest. Support may come through learning. Support may come through a new choice. Support may come through a door I did not expect. I do not need to know every way. I only need to stop closing every way. I trust the gentle next step, not the whole road, not the whole map, not every answer at once, just the gentle next step. The step I can take without hurting myself. The step that feels honest. The step that feels possible. The step that brings one little breath of peace. I trust the gentle next step. Maybe it is sending the message. Maybe it is resting before I decide. Maybe it is writing the idea down. Maybe it is asking for help. Maybe it is saying no. Maybe it is saying yes. Maybe it is doing nothing for one quiet moment so I can hear myself again. I am not late for my good. I am not late. I am not late. My life is not ruined because something took longer than I wanted. My path is not wrong because it has been slow. My worth is not smaller because I am still becoming. I am not late for my good. I am not late for my good. There is still time for support. There is still time for peace. There is still time for new ideas. There is still time for kind people. There is still time for open doors. There is still time for my heart to feel light again. I stop using fear as proof of the future. Just because I feel afraid does not mean something bad is coming. Just because my mind worries does not mean my worry is true. Just because I cannot see the answer yet does not mean there is no answer. Fear is a feeling. It is not a prophecy. I stop using fear as proof of the future. I can feel fear and still choose a kind thought. I can feel fear and still breathe. I can feel fear and still open my hands. I can feel fear and still say, I am willing to trust life a little more. I do not have to obey every fearful thought. I let prosperity come without pressure. I do not turn prosperity into another reason to attack myself. I do not use money as proof that I am worthy or unworthy. I do not measure my soul by numbers. I do not measure my value by what has arrived or what has not arrived yet. I let prosperity come without pressure. I welcome steady growth. I welcome wise choices. I welcome support that feels clean. I welcome chances that help me live with more peace. I welcome a better relationship with receiving. I welcome a calmer way to build my life. I am learning to feel safe with more good. More peace can feel safe. More support can feel safe. More rest can feel safe. More money can feel safe. More love can feel safe. More space can feel safe. More ease can feel safe. I am learning to feel safe with more good. If my body tightens, I do not shame it. If my mind questions, I do not fight it. If an old fear rises, I do not turn away from myself. I speak gently. I say, "It is okay. We are learning. We can receive slowly. I do not need to earn peace by being perfect. Peace can meet me while I am learning. Peace can meet me while I am unsure. Peace can meet me before everything is finished. Peace can sit with me in the middle of the process. Peace can breathe with me now. I do not need to earn peace by being perfect. I can have an imperfect day and still speak kindly to myself. I can have questions and still rest. I can make mistakes and still be loved. I can be unfinished and still be worthy of support. I can be human and still receive good. I open my hands to what is honest and good for me. I do not open my hands to fear. I do not open my hands to pressure. I do not open my hands to what takes me away from myself. I open my hands to good that feels clean, good that feels kind, good that brings peace to my breath, good that respects my heart. I open my hands to what is honest and good for me. Let the hands rest. Let the palms soften. Let the fingers loosen. Let the body feel this simple message. I do not need to grab. I can receive. I do not need to grip. I can allow. I do not need to force. I can trust the gentle opening. I am worthy of support before I prove anything else. I am worthy before the plan works. I am worthy before the money arrives. I am worthy before the answer appears. I am worthy before anyone claps. I am worthy before anyone understands me. I am worthy now, in this breath. I am worthy of support before I prove anything else. My worth is not waiting at the end of my success. My worth is not locked inside someone else's approval. My worth is not missing. It is quiet sometimes. It is covered sometimes. But it is still here, under the worry, under the old fear, under the pressure to do more. It is still here. I allow my heart to stop begging. My heart does not need to beg for peace. My heart does not need to beg for kindness. My heart does not need to beg for a place in this life. My heart can rest. My heart can open. My heart can remember that it belongs. I allow my heart to stop begging. I do not need to stand outside the door of life asking to be chosen. I can come home to myself. I can sit in my own quiet room. I can light one small lamp inside. I can say, I am here. I am ready to receive what is right for me. I welcome prosperity that honors my peace. Prosperity does not need to steal my sleep. Prosperity does not need to harden my heart. Prosperity does not need to make me forget who I am. I welcome prosperity that honors my peace. I welcome good that lets me breathe. I welcome growth that keeps me connected to love. I welcome prosperity that honors my peace. I welcome wise work. I welcome kind support. I welcome useful ideas. I welcome fair exchange. I welcome simple blessings. I welcome the kind of good that allows me to feel more whole, not less. I give myself permission to want a softer life. I am allowed to want ease. I am allowed to want beauty. I am allowed to want enough. I am allowed to want room to breathe. I am allowed to want mornings that do not begin with fear. I am allowed to want nights where my body can finally rest. I give myself permission to want a softer life. This does not make me weak. This does not make me selfish. This does not make me unrealistic. It makes me honest. My heart wants space. My body wants calm. My soul wants to live without always bracing for the next hard thing. I release the need to know how everything will happen. I release the need to know every step. I release the need to solve every problem tonight. I release the need to see the whole path before I take one gentle step. I release the pressure of having to control all timing. I release the need to know how everything will happen. Life has more ways than my mind can count. Support can come through paths I have not imagined. Answers can rise when I am calm enough to hear them. Doors can open quietly. Help can arrive simply. The next step can become clear when it is time. I let my breath teach me how to receive. The breath comes in. The breath goes out. It does not beg. It does not rush. It does not hold itself in fear. It moves. It trusts the next breath. It lets go. It returns. I let my breath teach me how to receive. As I breathe in, I make space. As I breathe out, I release the grip. As I breathe in, I allow support. As I breathe out, I let my body soften. As I breathe in, I remember I am here. As I breathe out, I remember I do not have to do everything at once. I am becoming a peaceful place for good to arrive, not a frantic place, not a fearful place, not a place that closes the door and then wonders why nothing enters. A peaceful place, a warm place, a steady place, a place with an open chair, an open hand, and a soft light in the window. I am becoming a peaceful place for good to arrive. My thoughts can become kinder. My body can become softer. My choices can become clearer. My energy can become calmer. I do not have to become someone else. I only need to become more open to the good that fits my soul. I release old stories about lack. I release the story that there is never enough. I release the story that I always have to struggle. I release the story that support is for other people, but not for me. I release the story that I must be afraid in order to survive. I release old stories about lack. Those stories may have been with me for a long time. They may have come from voices around me. They may have come from hard seasons. They may have come from moments when I felt alone. But I do not need to carry every old story into this new breath. I can bless the past and choose a softer sentence now. I choose a softer sentence now. I choose support is possible. I choose I can learn a new way. And I choose my life can open. I choose prosperity can meet me with peace. I choose I do not have to grip so hard. I choose I am allowed to receive. I choose a softer sentence now. When my mind becomes loud, I can return to one simple truth. I am allowed to receive. When fear speaks quickly, I can return to one calm breath. I am allowed to receive. When doubt rises, I can place a hand on my heart and whisper again. I am allowed to receive. I am allowed to receive. Slowly, gently, safely, honestly, I am allowed to receive without losing myself. I am allowed to receive without guilt. I am allowed to receive without fear leading the way. I am allowed to receive in a way that feels rooted, calm, and true. I am allowed to receive. Let that become a soft sound in the room. Let it move over your body like a warm blanket. Let it touch the places that have been tired from proving. Let it touch the places that forgot how to ask for help. Let it touch the places that believed good had to be chased. You are allowed to receive. You are allowed to receive support. You are allowed to receive kindness. You are allowed to receive rest. You are allowed to receive clear ideas. You are allowed to receive fair chances. You are allowed to receive steady prosperity. You are allowed to receive peace in your heart while life is still unfolding. You are allowed to receive. And if a part of you says, "But not me," let us speak to that part with love. Yes, you too, even with your doubts, even with your past, even with your tiredness, even with your questions, even with the days you did not believe. Yes, you too. You are not outside the circle of good. I am not outside the circle of good. I belong inside the warmth of life. I belong inside support. I belong inside peace. I belong inside enough. I belong inside gentle prosperity. I belong inside the quiet knowing that I do not have to be afraid all the time. I am not outside the circle of good. Maybe I forgot. Maybe I learned to stand at the edge. Maybe I waited for someone else to invite me in. But now I remember. Life is not asking me to stay outside. My own heart is opening the door. I can step closer to good. One breath at a time, I can step closer to good. I can step closer through gratitude. I can step closer through rest. I can step closer through one wise choice. I can step closer through saying no to what drains me. I can step closer through saying yes to what supports me. I can step closer through trusting my own quiet knowing. I can step closer to good. Not by running, not by grabbing, not by forcing the future to arrive before it is ready, but by becoming present, by becoming clear, by becoming soft enough to hear what peace is saying. Good can meet me here. Good can meet me in this breath. Good can meet me as I am. Good can meet me as I am. I do not need to clean up every fear first. I do not need to become perfect first. I do not need to explain every mistake first. I do not need to punish myself before life is allowed to bless me. Good can meet me as I am. Good can meet me as I am, with my open hands, with my honest heart, with my tired body, with my quiet hope, with my small willingness, with my soft breath. Good can meet me here, and I can let it come close. I let good come close. I do not push it away. I do not question every kind thing until it loses its warmth. I do not close the door just because I am afraid. I let good come close. I let support come close. I let peace come close. I let prosperity come close in the way that is right for me. I let good come close. It may come softly. It may come slowly. It may come through one clear thought. It may come through one new connection. It may come through a simple change in how I see myself. It may come through courage. It may come through rest. It may come through the next gentle step. I trust what comes with peace. I do not need to follow every loud thing. I do not need to run toward every urgent feeling. I do not need to say yes because I am afraid. I can pause. I can breathe. I can ask, does this bring peace to my body? I trust what comes with peace. Peace can be a quiet guide. Peace can be a soft yes. Peace can be a clear no. Peace can be the feeling of my breath becoming easier. Peace can be the space where I hear the next right step. I trust what comes with peace. I stop making fear my guide. Fear may visit. Fear may speak. Fear may try to protect me, but fear does not need to choose my whole life. Fear does not need to hold the map. Fear does not need to lock every door. Fear does not need to decide what I can receive. I stop making fear my guide. I can listen to fear without obeying it. I can thank fear without following it. I can comfort fear without building my home inside it. I can choose love. I can choose breath. I can choose one peaceful thought. I can choose a new way. I choose a new way with prosperity, a way that does not crush my spirit, a way that does not make me hate myself, a way that does not keep my body in panic, a way that respects my heart, a way that lets me grow with patience, a way that lets me take action from trust. I choose a new way with prosperity. I can be practical and still be peaceful. I can be hopeful and still be grounded. I can be grateful and still desire more. I can make plans and still release the grip. I can work with love instead of fear. I can receive without shame. I let gratitude open the first door. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for this moment. Thank you for the chance to begin again. Thank you for every small support I can see. Thank you for every quiet support I cannot see yet. Thank you for the good that is already near. I let gratitude open the first door. Not forced gratitude, not fake gratitude, not gratitude that denies my pain, honest gratitude, small gratitude, the kind that says, even here there is one thing I can bless, the kind that lets my heart become less tight, the kind that turns my face toward warmth. I bless what I have, and I make room for more. I bless the breath in my lungs. I bless the place where I rest. I bless the lessons I have survived. I bless the strength that carried me here. I bless the support that has already touched my life. I bless the small signs of good. I bless what I have, and I make room for more. I do not need to reject my life in order to welcome a better one. I do not need to hate this moment in order to move forward. I can honor what is here. I can open to what is next. I can stand with both feet on the ground and still look toward the sky. I am rooted and open, like quiet roots beneath the earth. I do not need to be seen to be strong. I can grow in the dark. I can gather strength slowly. I can trust the deep places in me. I can let my life rise when the season is right. I am rooted and open. My roots go down into trust. My heart opens up toward good. I do not need to pull the sun closer. I do not need to drag the rain from the sky. I can receive what nourishes me. I can grow from the inside. I let prosperity find the open places in me, the places where I am not fighting, the places where I am not hiding, the places where I am willing to believe that life can be kind, the places where I am ready to take a peaceful step, the places where I can receive without fear closing the door. I let prosperity find the open places in me. Let it find my open hands. Let it find my honest heart. Let it find my calm breath. Let it find the part of me that is done chasing. Let it find the part of me that is ready to be met with grace. I do not need to run through every storm looking for my blessing. I can be still enough to notice the shelter. I can be quiet enough to hear the guidance. I can be soft enough to feel support when it comes. I can stop moving from panic. I can begin moving from peace. I do not need to run through every storm looking for my blessing. The blessing may not be far away. It may be waiting for me to slow down. It may be waiting for me to stop calling myself unlucky. It may be waiting for me to open the door I locked with fear. It may be waiting in the simple next step. I opened the door I locked with fear. I do not blame myself for locking it. I was trying to feel safe. But now I can turn the key, slowly, gently, with both hands soft. I can open the door to support again. I open the door I locked with fear. I open the door to kind heat deep. I open the door to clear ideas. I open the door to better timing. I open the door to peaceful work. I open the door to a calmer way with money. I open the door to receiving what is good for me. I am ready to be surprised by gentle good, not shocked, not pushed, not overwhelmed, gently surprised by a kind word, by a useful idea, by a quiet answer, by a door that opens without a fight, by a little ease where there used to be strain. I am ready to be surprised by gentle good. I do not need to decide that I already know everything life can do. I do not need to use the past as a wall. I do not need to say, nothing ever changes. Something can change. Something can soften. Something can open. Even now, I allow something to open. Maybe inside me first. Maybe in my thoughts. Maybe in my breath. Maybe in the way I see myself. Maybe in the way I speak about my future. Maybe in the way I stop expecting pain before it arrives. I allow something to open. A small window, a quiet door, a soft place in the heart, a little space between the old fear and the new choice. That little space is enough. That little space is where peace enters. That little space is where prosperity can find me. I am becoming easier for life to bless, not because I was hard to bless before, but because I am learning to stop pushing blessings away. I am learning to stop saying no before life has finished speaking. I am learning to stop hiding from the good I asked for. I am learning to let support feel safe. I am becoming easier for life to bless. I let kindness land. I let compliments land. I let opportunities land. I let rest land. I let love land. I let fair payment land. I let simple joys land. I let peace land in my body. I let peace land in my body, in my forehead, in my eyes, in my jaw, in my throat, in my shoulders, in my hands, in my chest, in my belly, in my legs, in my feet. I let peace land in my body. My body has carried so much. My body has held old fear. My body has braced for hard news. My body has tried to protect me. Now I speak to my body with love. You can rest a little. You can soften a little. You do not have to hold the whole future tonight. I do not have to hold the whole future tonight. I can let tomorrow be tomorrow. I can let the next step come when it is time. I can let my mind grow quiet. I can let my heart be held. I can let my hands open. I can let my breath lead me back to now. I do not have to hold the whole future tonight. This moment is enough. This breath is enough. This soft choice is enough. This listening is enough. This small opening is enough. I do not need to carry every answer before I am allowed to rest. I am safe enough to rest from worry. Worry has tried to protect me, but worry is not my home. Worry is not my wisdom. Worry is not the only way to care about my life. I can care and still rest. I can desire and still breathe. I can plan and still trust. I am safe enough to rest from worry. For this moment, I put down the heavy thoughts. For this moment, I unclench my heart. For this moment, I stop checking the door every few seconds. For this moment, I let life be larger than my fear. For this moment, I allow peace to hold me. I allow peace to hold me, like warm water, like a soft blanket, like a quiet sky after rain, like roots resting deep under the earth, like a small flame that does not need to shout. Peace can hold me now. I allow peace to hold me. I do not need to earn it. I do not need to deserve it through struggle. I do not need to wait until my life looks perfect. Peace can hold me in the middle of becoming. Peace can hold me while prosperity is finding its way. Prosperity can find me while I am peaceful. Prosperity can find me while I am clear. Prosperity can find me while I am resting from fear. Prosperity can find me while I am taking gentle steps. Prosperity can find me while I am learning to receive. Prosperity can find me while I am peaceful. I do not need panic to call it in. I do not need shame to prepare for it. I do not need control to guide it. I can become a quiet yes. I can become an open hand. I can become a soft place where good is welcome. I become a quiet yes. Not a loud yes that ignores my body, not a forced yes that tries to impress anyone. A quiet yes. A yes to support. A yes to calm growth. A yes to fair exchange. A yes to helpful ideas. A yes to being guided one step at a time. I become a quiet yes. Yes, I can release the grip. Yes, I can stop chasing from fear. Yes, I can receive in peaceful ways. Yes, I can trust my breath. Yes, I can open my hands. Yes, I can let prosperity find me. I let prosperity find me in peaceful ways, through honest work, through wise ideas, through kind people, through better choices, through simple support, through calm courage, through open doors, through timing that feels right for my soul. I let prosperity find me in peaceful ways. I do not demand that it comes in only one form. I do not close my eyes to small beginnings. I do not reject the quiet path because I expected a louder one. I stay open. I stay gentle. I stay willing. I stay open. I stay gentle. I stay willing. These 3 words can be enough for now. Open, gentle, willing. Let them move through your heart. Open, gentle, willing. Let them soften your breath. Open, gentle, willing. Let them rest inside your body. I stay open to support. I stay gentle with my fear. I stay willing to receive. I stay open to new ideas. I stay gentle with my past. I stay willing to grow. I stay open to prosperity. I stay gentle with my body. I stay willing to trust. I trust that small shifts matter. One calm thought matters. One soft breath matters. One kind choice matters. One peaceful step matters. One open hand matters. One moment of not attacking myself matters. One moment of letting go matters. I trust that small shifts matter. I do not need to change my whole life in one night. I do not need to become fearless in one breath. I do not need to understand every sign. I can begin small. Small can be sacred. Small can be strong. Small can lead me home. I am coming home to trust. Not blind trust. Not forced trust. Not pretending everything is easy. A tender trust. A breathing trust. A trust that says, I do not know everything, but I can be kind to myself while I wait. I am coming home to trust. Trust in my next breath. Trust in my soft heart. Trust in my ability to learn. Trust in my courage to begin again. Trust in life's quiet ways. Trust that support may be closer than I think. Support may be closer than I think. It may be in the idea I have been ignoring. It may be in the rest I have been refusing. It may be in the help I have been afraid to ask for. It may be in the chance I almost did not notice. It may be in the calm choice I can make tomorrow. Support may be closer than I think. So I soften my eyes. I soften my hands. I soften the story that says nothing ever changes. I leave a little room for good news. I leave a little room for help. I leave a little room for a better way. I leave room for a better way. I do not need to know it yet. I do not need to explain it yet. I do not need to prove it tonight. I simply leave room. Room in my mind. Room in my breath. Room in my heart. Room in my future. I leave room for a better way, a calmer way, a kinder way, a wiser way, a way where I do not have to lose myself to be supported, a way where prosperity and peace can live together, a way where my heart is not left behind. My heart is not left behind. As I grow, my heart comes with me. As I receive, my heart comes with me. As I prosper, my heart comes with me. As I open, my heart comes with me. I do not have to become cold to succeed. I do not have to become hard to be safe. My heart is not left behind. My kindness can grow with me. My peace can grow with me. My wisdom can grow with me. My softness can grow with me. My prosperity can grow with me. I can rise without abandoning myself. I can rise without abandoning myself. I can receive without leaving my values. I can grow without losing my tenderness. I can change without becoming someone false. I can welcome good while staying true. I can have more and still be humble. I can be supported and still be loving. I can rise without abandoning myself. This is the kind of prosperity I welcome. Prosperity with peace, prosperity with kindness, prosperity with honest roots, prosperity with a soft heart, prosperity that lets me sleep at night, prosperity that feels like coming home. I welcome prosperity that feels like coming home, not like running, not like fighting, not like proving, not like holding my breath. Coming home, to enough, to peace, to support, to a life where my body can exhale. I welcome prosperity that feels like coming home. Let that sentence become warm inside you. Let it move slowly through the chest. Let it rest in the belly. Let it soften the hands. Let it reach the tired places. You are not chasing a strange life. You are returning to the peace your soul has always wanted. I return to peace again and again. When fear rises, I return. When doubt speaks, I return. When my mind grips, I return. When the future feels unclear, I return. I return through my breath. I return through my heart. I return through one gentle word. I return to peace. Peace is not far away. It is under the noise. It is behind the pressure. It is beneath the fear. It is waiting in the next soft breath. It is waiting in the open hand. It is waiting in the moment I stop fighting myself. I stop fighting myself. I stop making myself wrong for being afraid. I stop making myself wrong for wanting more. I stop making myself wrong for needing rest. I stop making myself wrong for being human. I stop fighting myself and I begin to stand beside myself. I stand beside myself with love. When I am worried, I stay. When I am tired, I stay. When I am unsure, I stay. When I am learning, I stay. I do not leave myself in the hard moments. I become a safe place for my own heart. I become a safe place for my own heart. A place where fear can soften. A place where hope can return. A place where dreams do not have to be shouted. A place where prosperity can be welcomed with calm hands. A place where I am not rushed. A place where I am enough right now. I am enough right now. Not when everything arrives. Not when everyone understands. Not when my life looks perfect. Right now, in this breath, with this heart, with this body, with this honest desire to receive good in a new way. I am enough right now, and from this enoughness I open. From this enoughness I receive. From this enoughness I take the next step. From this enoughness I let old pressure fall away. From this enoughness I allow prosperity to come closer. I allow prosperity to come closer, not as pressure, not as proof, not as something I must chase to feel whole, but as support, as flow, as fair exchange, as loving help, as steady growth, as peaceful increase. I allow prosperity to come closer, and I let my body remain soft as it comes. I let my breath remain steady. I let my heart remain open. I let my mind remain kind. I let my choices remain wise. I let my soul remain free. I am free to release the grip. I am free to stop chasing from fear. I am free to rest without guilt. I am free to receive without shame. I am free to want more without hating what is here. I am free to build a life that feels peaceful inside. I am free to release the grip. Let those words come again. I am free to release the grip. And again, softer. I am free to release the grip. The grip in my hands. The grip in my chest. The grip in my thoughts. The grip around old stories. The grip around timing. The grip around fear. I release the grip. I open my hands. I breathe. I allow. I receive. I trust the gentle next step. I make room for peaceful prosperity. I let good find the open places in me. I release the grip. I open my hands. I breathe. I allow. I receive. I trust the gentle next step. I make room for peaceful prosperity. I let good find the open places in me. Now let these words become quieter. Let them sink lower than thought. Let them rest beneath the busy mind. You do not have to repeat them perfectly. You do not have to remember every line. Your heart has heard enough to begin softening. Your body has heard enough to begin opening. Your breath has heard enough to begin slowing. You are safe enough to soften. You are loved enough to rest. You are worthy enough to receive. You can release the grip. You can open your hands. You can allow prosperity to find you in peaceful ways. And for now, that is enough. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. Let it move slowly through the places that have been waiting for permission to stop fighting. There is a quiet kind of strength that does not look like control. It does not grab. It does not chase. It does not run after every wave. It stands still enough to be found. Imagine a small harbor at night. The water is dark and gentle. The sky is wide above it. There is no noise, no hurry, no shouting into the distance. Only one steady lantern near the shore. The harbor does not run out into the sea to find every boat. It does not panic because it cannot see what is far away. It simply keeps the light burning, softly, steadily, patiently. And the boats that need that shore know where to come. This is what you are learning now. You are not becoming lazy. You are not giving up. You are not turning away from your dreams. You are becoming steady enough for your good to recognize you. You are becoming calm enough to hear the small yes. You are becoming open enough for the right support to land. You are becoming less like a storm and more like a safe shore. For so long, you may have thought at wanting something meant you had to reach for it with all your strength. You may have thought desire had to feel tight. You may have thought prosperity only came when your body was tense, your mind was racing, and your heart was afraid to rest. But there is another way. There is a way where you care deeply, but you do not break yourself. There is a way where you take the next step, but you do not attack yourself on the path. There is a way where you welcome more, but you do not make the present moment your enemy. There is a way where your hands can be open and your heart can still be devoted. Think of a bowl placed outside beneath a soft rain. The bowl does not chase the clouds. It does not climb the sky. It does not shout, "Come here, come faster, come now." It simply opens. It faces upward. It receives what comes, drop by drop. And over time, the bowl fills, quietly, naturally, without fear. You are becoming like that bowl, not empty in a sad way, open in a sacred way, ready in a gentle way, willing in a calm way. You are not trying to pull life down from the sky. You are learning to turn your heart upward again. You are learning to let the good that is already moving through life have a place to land in you. So much of your pain may have come from trying to hold the rain in your fist, trying to hold love in your fist, trying to hold money in your fist, trying to hold timing in your fist, trying to hold every possible future in your fist. But the fist cannot receive. The fist can only defend. The fist can only hold what it is already afraid to lose. And now, gently, lovingly, you are letting the fist become a hand again, a soft hand, a living hand, a hand that can touch, bless, give, and receive. There is no shame in the grip. The grip came from fear. The grip came from old seasons. The grip came from times when you felt unsupported. The grip came from moments when you had to be stronger than you wanted to be. So we do not hate the grip. We thank it. And then we let it loosen. Because what protected you once does not need to rule your whole life now. There may be an old voice inside you that says, "If I stop worrying, I will stop caring." But that is not true. Worry is not the same as care. Panic is not the same as wisdom. Pressure is not the same as devotion. You can care with peace. You can love your future without fearing it. You can want prosperity without turning your desire into pain. You can be deeply committed to your good and still sleep tonight. Let that sink in. You can be committed and calm. You can be open and grounded. You can be hopeful and patient. You can be practical and soft. You can build your life without making your body a battlefield. A seed does not scream under the soil. A star does not rush across the sky to prove its light. A tide does not beg the moon to remember it. Here is an order to gentle things. There is a wisdom in slow unfolding. There is a kind of prosperity that begins first as peace. Peace in the breath, peace in the hands, peace in the choices, peace in how you speak to yourself when you do not yet see the full answer. Maybe the prosperity you are calling in is not only money. Maybe it is space. Maybe it is time. Maybe it is a home inside your own body. Maybe it is the feeling of waking up without dread. Maybe it is a simple meal eaten without fear. Maybe it is one honest relationship. Maybe it is work that does not crush your spirit. Maybe it is the calm knowing that you can meet tomorrow without losing yourself today. Prosperity can wear many quiet faces. Sometimes it looks like enough money. Sometimes it looks like less fear. Sometimes it looks like one peaceful choice. Sometimes it looks like a clear boundary. Sometimes it looks like a rested body. Sometimes it looks like the courage to stop chasing what keeps moving away. Sometimes it looks like your own heart coming back to you. So tonight, do not make prosperity too small. Do not make it only one number. Do not make it only one answer. Do not make it only one door. Let it be wider. Let it be softer. Let it be more alive. Let prosperity mean support in your whole life, support in your mind, support in your body, support in your choices, support in your relationships, support in your rest, support in the way you meet yourself. And now, as you keep listening, imagine that harbor again, the quiet water, the open sky, the lantern burning near the shore. You are not calling out in fear now. You are not begging the dark to answer. You are simply keeping the light of your trust alive, not bright with force, not loud with pressure, just steady enough, warm enough, true enough. And if one small boat of good comes toward you, you receive it. If one idea comes, you receive it. If one chance comes, you receive it. If one peaceful feeling comes, you receive it. If one kind person comes, you receive it. If one moment of rest comes, you receive it. Not with fear, not with guilt, not with the old question, will this be taken away, but with a soft whisper inside. Thank you. I can let this in. That is the practice now. Not chasing every boat, not demanding the whole sea, not standing in the cold with closed hands, just keeping your inner harbor open, keeping your breath soft, keeping your heart willing, keeping one gentle lantern lit inside you. So prosperity has a place to find you. Now let the words become deeper. Let them come closer. Let them move slowly, like warm water over stones. You do not need to reach for them. You can let them reach you. I let my inner lantern stay steady, even when the night feels long, even when I cannot see every answer, even when my mind asks for proof. I let the quiet delight inside me stay steady. I do not need to burn myself out to be seen by life. I do not need to become loud to be worthy of support. My steady heart is enough. I let my inner lantern stay steady, soft, warm, patient, alive. The light in me does not need to fight the dark. It simply remains. It simply glows. It simply reminds me that I am still here and good can still find me. I stop asking fear for directions. Fear only knows the roads I have already survived. Fear only shows me old maps. Fear points backward and calls it wisdom. But tonight, I can listen to something kinder. I can listen to peace. I can listen to calm. I can listen to the quiet wisdom that does not shout. I stop asking fear for directions. When fear says, hold tighter, I breathe. When fear says, nothing will come, I pause. When fear says, you must panic now, I place a soft hand on my heart and I answer with tenderness. Thank you for trying to protect me. I am choosing a gentler guide. I give my dreams room to breathe. I do not squeeze them with worry. I do not cover them with shame. I do not demand that they bloom before their time. I give my dreams room to breathe, room to grow, room to change shape, room to meet me in a way that is better than my fear imagined. I give my dreams room to breathe. My dreams do not need my panic to become real. They need my care. They need my patience. They need my honest steps. They need my open heart. They need the quiet trust that says, I am still here. I am still willing. I am no longer using pressure as proof of love. I do not need to suffer to show that I care. I do not need to exhaust myself to prove that my dreams matter. I do not need to stay tense to prove that I am responsible. I can love my future with a peaceful body. I can honor my dreams with a softer breath. I am no longer using pressure as proof of love. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. You can care without collapsing. You can want without gripping. You can grow without punishing yourself. You can move forward without leaving your peace behind. I welcome prosperity that respects my nervous system. Prosperity that does not make my body feel like it is running from danger. Prosperity that allows me to breathe. Prosperity that gives me more space to be kind. Prosperity that supports my wellness. Prosperity that helps my life feel steady, not heavy. I welcome prosperity that respects my nervous system. Calm support, kind timing, clean choices, healthy boundaries, honest growth, simple peace. A way of receiving that does not ask me to abandon my own heart. I let support arrive without needing to control its shape. Maybe it comes as help. Maybe it comes as rest. Maybe it comes as a clear answer. Maybe it comes as a new Shalom. Maybe it comes as a door closing with mercy. Maybe it comes as a door opening with peace. I do not need to decide every form support is allowed to take. I let support arrive without needing to control its shape. Life may know a path my fear has not seen. Life may carry a solution my worry could not create. Life may send a small beginning that becomes something beautiful. I do not close my heart because the gift looks different than I expected. I allow my worth to be quiet and unshaken. My worth does not need to shout. My worth does not need to perform. My worth does not need to be measured by hurry, money, praise, beauty, age, or speed. My worth can sit quietly inside me, deep, still, unmoved by today's fear. I allow my worth to be quiet and unshaken, even when I do not feel powerful, even when I do not know what is next, even when I am tired, even when I am learning, even when life feels unfinished. My worth remains. It does not leave because I have questions. I am not a problem life has to solve. I am a living soul learning how to be held. I am a heart learning how to trust. I am a body learning how to rest. I am a mind learning new words. I am a whole person worthy of tenderness. I am not a problem life has to solve. I do not need to attack myself into becoming better. I do not need to shame myself into receiving more. I do not need to hate this chapter in order to welcome the next one. I can grow from love. I can rise from kindness. I can change from peace. I let myself be carried by small mercies. A warm breath, a softer thought, a quiet room, a glass of water, a simple meal, a word of kindness, a moment where my chest feels less tight. These small mercies are not nothing. They are little hands of life reaching toward me. I let myself be carried by small mercies. I stop walking past the quiet good. I stop calling small blessings too small to matter. I stop waiting for the big answer before I let myself feel supported. I let the small good count. I let the simple good count. I let this moment count. I am permitted to receive before I understand why. I do not need to explain every blessing. I do not need to question every open door until it closes. I do not need to prove that I have suffered enough. If good comes near, I can let it come near. If help is offered, I can breathe and receive. I am permitted to receive before I understand why. This is a deep permission, a soft permission, a permission my heart may have waited a long time to hear. I do not have to earn every gentle thing through pain. I can let love be simple. I can let support be simple. I can let good be simple. I loosen the hidden promise I made to struggle. Maybe long ago I thought struggle kept me safe. Maybe I learned that ease would be taken away. Maybe I thought rest was only for people who had done enough. But now, with love, I loosen that old promise. I do not have to stay loyal to pain. I loosen the hidden promise I made to struggle. I can be loyal to peace now. I can be loyal to truth now. I can be loyal to the part of me that wants to breathe again. I can be loyal to the life that is gently calling me forward. I am worthy of a life that does not require constant fear. Let that sink in. Let it move slowly. Let it touch the place in you that forgot. You are worthy of a life that does not require constant fear. You are worthy of mornings that begin more softly. You are worthy of nights where your body can let go. I am worthy of a life that does not require constant fear. You do not need to be afraid every day to be responsible. You do not need to worry every night to be prepared. You do not need to stay tense to be safe. There is another way for you, a kinder way, a steadier way, a way with more breath. I let peace become part of how I prosper. Peace in my choices, peace in my pace, peace in my words, peace in how I handle money, peace in how I ask for help, peace in how I listen to my own body, peace in how I move through change. I let peace become part of how I prosper. I do not separate prosperity from my heart. I do not separate increase from inner calm. I do not separate growth from gentleness. My good is allowed to come with peace. My path is allowed to feel kinder. I receive the courage to stop chasing what wounds me. This may be a thought, a pattern, a person, a place, a promise I made when I was afraid. I receive the courage to stop running toward what makes me smaller. I receive the courage to turn toward what helps me breathe. I receive the courage to stop chasing what wounds me. I do not call pain love. I do not call panic guidance. I do not call pressure destiny. I let my body tell the truth. I let my heart tell the truth. I let peace become a sign I can trust. I forgive myself for the years I spent gripping. I was doing the best I could with the safety I knew. I was trying to survive. I was trying to protect my heart. I was trying to make life work. I was trying to find a door. I forgive myself for holding too tightly. I forgive myself for the years I spent gripping. There is nothing to shame here. There is only a tired heart learning a new way. There is only a brave soul putting down an old weight. There is only this moment opening gently, asking me to be kinder to myself now. I am not too broken to receive beauty. I am not too late to feel supported. I am not too tired to begin again softly. I am not too far from peace. I am not outside the reach of good. I am here. And here is enough for a new beginning. I am not too broken to receive beauty. If part of me doubts that, I hold that part gently. If part of me cries, I let it cry. If part of me does not know how to believe yet, I do not force it. I simply stay near. I simply keep speaking love. I simply keep the door of my heart slightly open. I let old shame melt out of my hands. The shame that said I should have done more. The shame that said I should be further ahead. The shame that said my timing was wrong. The shame that said I had to hide my need. I let old shame melt out of my hands. I let old shame melt out of my hands. Drop by drop, breath by breath, night by night. I do not need shame to guide me. I do not need shame to make me grow. I do not need shame to make me worthy. I can grow in warmth. I open to prosperity that feels like relief, not pressure, not proving, not a race. Relief. A deep breath in the chest, a softening in the stomach, a quieter mind, a feeling that says, I can take the next step without hurting myself. I open to prosperity that feels like relief. Let this be the feeling, not force, not panic, not comparison. Relief, the kind of relief that brings your shoulders down, the kind of relief that lets your eyes close, the kind of relief that whispers, you do not have to fight tonight. I am held by more good than I can see right now. There are kind possibilities beyond my current thoughts. There are paths beyond my current plan. There are moments of help I have not met yet. There are answers forming quietly. There is support moving in ways I do not need to control. I am held by more good than I can see right now. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. You do not have to see everything to be supported. You do not have to understand everything to be guided. You do not have to hold everything to be held. I can let life hold some of this weight, not all on my shoulders, not all in my stomach, not all in my hands, not all in my thoughts before sleep. I can let life hold some of this weight. I can hand over one worry, then another, then another. I can let life hold some of this weight. I can breathe and say, this is too heavy for fear alone. I can breathe and say, I am willing to be supported. I can breathe and say, I do not need to carry every answer in my body tonight. I am learning the sacred art of not clutching, the art of trusting space, the art of waiting without turning against myself, the art of acting from peace, the art of receiving without shrinking, the art of resting before everything is complete. I am learning the sacred art of not clutching, and this art is gentle. It is quiet. It is practiced in small moments, when I pause before panic, when I breathe before chasing, when I soften before speaking to myself, when I let good come near without pushing it away. I let my future be touched by grace, not forced by fear, not locked by the past, not narrowed by old pain, touched by grace, warmed by possibility, held by gentle timing, supported by choices I can make with a clear heart. I let my future be touched by grace. I do not need to know how grace will look. I do not need to name every path. I do not need to decide every blessing before it arrives. I simply leave space for goodness to move in ways I have not yet imagined. I trust the quiet work happening beneath the surface, like the earth preparing spring in silence, like the pearl forming in the hidden shell, like the dawn gathering behind the dark edge of the sky. Something can be moving even when I cannot see it. Something can be softening. Something can be preparing. I trust the quiet work happening beneath the surface. My rest is not wasted. My patience is not empty. My kindness to myself is not small. My peaceful choices are not meaningless. A new inner world is forming gently, and I do not need to force it open. I am becoming someone who can receive with a calm heart. This is the peak of the practice. This is the deep turning, not just receiving more. Receiving calmly, not just wanting prosperity. Letting prosperity meet a body that does not have to tremble. Letting good meet a heart that does not have to beg. I am becoming someone who can receive with a calm heart. Feel those words. Let them come closer. A calm heart can receive. A calm heart can choose. A calm heart can notice. A calm heart can trust the next step. A calm heart does not need to prove its worth by suffering. I am becoming someone who can receive with a calm heart. Again. I am becoming someone who can receive with a calm heart. And one more time, softly. I am becoming someone who can receive with a calm heart. Let this be the place where something in you finally loosens. Let this be the place where the old chase begins to end. Let this be the place where your heart hears you do not need to beg for your own life. You do not need to beg for your own life. You belong here. You belong in your own future. You belong in peace. You belong in support. You belong in the kind of prosperity that does not make you lose your soul. You belong in the warmth of good that can meet you gently. I belong in the warmth of good. I belong in clean support. I belong in peaceful increase. I belong in loving exchange. I belong in wise timing. I belong in enoughness. I belong in a life where my heart is not always afraid. I belong in the warmth of good. Let that become the softest truth. Not something to argue with, not something to prove, something to rest inside. You belong in good. You belong in calm. You belong in the quiet safety of your own open heart. I let the chase fall from my body, from my shoulders, from my throat, from my belly, from my hands, from the space behind my eyes, from the old place that thought love and support had to be hunted. I let the chase fall. I let the chase fall from my body. I do not need to run tonight. I do not need to reach tonight. I do not need to solve tonight. I do not need to become someone else tonight. I only need to soften enough to feel the truth. I am here. I am breathing. I am held in this moment. I give prosperity permission to arrive gently, not as a demand, not as a rule, not as a forced promise, as permission, a tender opening, a quiet yes, a calm space inside me where good is no longer treated like danger. I give prosperity permission to arrive gently, through peace, through wisdom, through honest paths, through good timing, through clear choices, through support that respects my heart, through steps I can take without losing myself. And if you are still wondering whether you deserve this peace, you do. You always have. Not because you did everything perfectly, not because you never doubted, not because you never fell apart, but because peace is not a prize for perfect people. Peace is a place your heart is allowed to return to. You deserve this peace. Let it touch your forehead. Let it touch your eyes. Let it touch your tired thoughts. You deserve this peace. Let it reach your throat. Let it reach your chest. Let it reach the place that has been holding back tears. You deserve this peace. Even now, especially now, in the middle of becoming, in the middle of not knowing, in the middle of release, in the middle of learning to trust. You deserve this peace. I receive peace without apology. I do not explain it away. I do not delay it. I do not say I will rest only when life is perfect. I receive peace as a gift for this breath. I receive peace as support for this night. I receive peace as a gentle companion on my path. I receive peace without apology, and from this peace I can welcome good. From this peace I can hear guidance. From this peace I can make wiser choices. From this peace I can let prosperity find a calmer doorway into my life. I am ready for a softer relationship with life. Not a perfect life, not a life without lessons, not a life where nothing ever changes. A softer relationship where I listen more, where I breathe more, where I trust small signs, where I stop using fear as my only language. I am ready for a softer relationship with life. Life does not have to be my enemy. Tomorrow does not have to be my threat. Money does not have to be my wound. Waiting does not have to be my punishment. Receiving does not have to be my fear. I am ready for a softer way. Let these words gather around you now, not as pressure, as comfort, not as rules, as warmth, not as noise, as a gentle rhythm for your heart. You are becoming quiet enough to receive. You are becoming kind enough to trust yourself. You are becoming open enough to see the next good thing. You are becoming steady enough to let life bring what belongs with peace. And right here, if there is one phrase from this moment that touched your heart, you can remember it. You can even share it when you are ready. Maybe it is, I deserve this peace. Maybe it is, I can receive with a calm heart. Maybe it is, I belong in the warmth of good. Let one phrase stay with you. Let one phrase become your little lantern tonight. Now let everything slow. Let the strong words become soft. Let the deep words become simple. Let the mind begin to rest from trying. Let the body begin to understand. There is nothing you need to force right now. There is nothing you need to chase right now. There is nothing you need to prove right now. Just breathe. Let this moment be just for you. Nothing to fix, nothing to hold, nothing to explain. Just this breath. Take a slow breath in, hold it softly, and release again. Breathe in gently, hold without strain, and release the weight from your chest. One more time. Breathe in as if you are receiving calm. Hold as if calm is allowed to stay. And breathe out as if the old pressure can leave through the air. There is nothing you need to do right now. Everything can wait. The questions can wait. The plans can wait. The messages can wait. The future can wait. For this moment, only your breath matters. Breathe in. Let the air touch the back of your throat. Breathe out. Let the body become a little heavier. Breathe in. Let the chest open by one small degree. Breathe out. Let the hands soften. You are safe here. In this moment, in this breath, in this quiet space between one thought and the next, you are safe enough to stop running inside. Now bring your attention to your hands. Do not move them if you do not need to. Just feel them. Your palms, your fingers, the small spaces between your fingers, the places that have held so much. Let the hands become warm. Let the hands become quiet. Let the hands become open, even if they are resting closed. Inside, the hands can open. Inside, the grip can soften. Say softly, inside. These hands do not have to hold fear tonight. These hands do not have to hold every answer. These hands are allowed to rest. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. Your hands have done enough for this moment. Your hands can be still. Your hands can be empty. And empty does not mean lacking. Empty can mean ready. Breathe in. Ready. Breathe out. Soft. Breathe in. Open. Breathe out. Rest. Now let your attention move to your shoulders, the place that has carried so many invisible things, responsibilities, worries, old expectations, the feeling that everything depends on you. Let the shoulders drop, just a little. Oh, force, no effort, just a soft letting down, as if a heavy coat is sliding off your body. You do not have to carry the whole road tonight. You do not have to carry every person. You do not have to carry every bill. You do not have to carry every choice before it's time. You are allowed to put some of it down. Breathe in. Let the shoulders rise gently if they want. Breathe out. Let them fall. Again. Breathe in. Notice what you have been carrying. Breathe out. Let one piece of it loosen. Again. Breathe in. You are here. Breathe out. You are not alone with everything. Now feel your jaw. The place that may have been holding words you did not say. Feel your mouth, your tongue, your cheeks, the small muscles around the eyes. Let the jaw soften. Let the tongue rest. Let the face become less serious. You do not need to prepare for danger right now. You do not need to answer anyone right now. You do not need to explain your heart right now. There is nothing you need to prove in this breath. Nothing. Not your worth, not your strength, not your future, not your goodness. Nothing. Just breathe. In and out. In and out. Slow, soft, easy. Let the breath become like a small tide, coming in, going out, coming in, going out, never forcing, never rushing, always returning. The tide does not shame itself for leaving. The tide does not fear its return. It moves with a wisdom deeper than thought. And your breath has that wisdom too. Breathe in. You receive. Breathe out. You release. Breathe in. You are here. Breathe out. You can rest. Now place one hand on your heart if that feels comfortable, or simply imagine warmth there, a soft warmth, a gentle warmth, not bright, not loud, just enough. Let the heart feel held, not fixed, not forced, held. Your heart does not need a lecture tonight. Your heart does not need pressure. Your heart needs kindness. Say softly inside, my heart can rest from striving. My heart can rest from fear. My heart can rest from trying to be enough. You do not have to push those words. Let them land lightly, like feathers, like snow falling on quiet ground, like a soft cloth placed over a tired place. My heart can rest. Again, my heart can rest. And again, softer, my heart can rest. Now feel the belly, the place where worry may have gathered, the place that tightens when the future feels unknown. Let the belly receive breath. No need to hold it in. No need to make the body look a certain way. No need to control. Breathe into the belly, slowly, gently. Let it rise if it wants. Let it fall if it wants. Let it be human. Let it be soft. Say inside, my body is allowed to feel supported. My body is allowed to slow down. My body is allowed to receive rest. These words are not a medical promise. They are a kindness, a way to support your healing journey, a way to invite peace into the body, a way to give your nervous system a softer message. You are safe here. Everything can wait. The mind may still bring thoughts. That is okay. Let the thoughts pass like leaves on water. You do not have to follow each one. A thought comes, you breathe. A thought goes, you breathe. A worry comes, you breathe. A worry softens, you breathe. There is nothing wrong with you because thoughts appear. The mind makes thoughts. The heart feels feelings. The body remembers old things. And still, here you are, breathing. Still, here you are, learning peace. Now take a deeper breath in. Hold gently. 3, 2, 1. Release again. Breathe in. Hold gently. 3, 2, 1. Release the grip from the inside. Again. Breathe in. Hold gently. 3, 2, 1. Let the body become heavier. Very good. So soft. So simple. Nothing more is needed right now. Just this. Just the breath. Just the quiet. Just the tender return to yourself. Now imagine there is a small cushion of silence beneath you. Not a place you need to create. It is already there. A quiet support beneath the noise. A soft stillness beneath the thoughts. A place where your spirit can sit down and stop rushing. Rest there, just for a moment. Let the silence hold you. Let it be simple. Let it be enough. If you are still wondering whether you deserve this peace, you do. You always have. Even when your mind was loud, even when your hands were gripping, even when you were afraid, you deserved peace then, and you deserve peace now. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. You do not have to wait until you are different. You do not have to wait until life is finished changing. You are allowed to taste peace now. A little peace, a small peace, a real peace. Breathe in. I welcome this little peace. Breathe out. I let it spread gently. Breathe in. I welcome this little peace. Breathe out. I do not need to force it. Breathe in. I welcome this little peace. Breathe out. It is enough for now. Now let the silence become wider. Let there be space between the words. Space for your body. Space for your heart. Space for your own quiet knowing. You are not being rushed. You are not being judged. You are not being asked to perform. You are just being invited to rest. Let the mind float. Let the body sink. Let the heart soften. Let the breath move. Let the old grip become loose and gentle. There is nothing you need to do right now. nothing to reach for, nothing to fix, nothing to prove, nothing to chase. Just breathe. In this moment, you can stop trying to make prosperity happen. You can stop asking when. You can stop asking how. You can stop holding your breath until the answer comes. For this moment, let prosperity be a feeling of enough air, enough space, enough quiet, enough support under you. Breathe in enough air. Breathe out old pressure. Breathe in enough space. Breathe out old fear. Breathe in enough quiet. Breathe out the need to know everything. Now let a simple phrase move with the breath, soft on the inhale, softer on the exhale. I can rest. Breathe in. I can rest. Breathe out. I can rest. Breathe in. I can rest. Breathe out. I can rest. Let it become slower. I can rest. I can rest. I can rest. Now another phrase. Good can come gently. Do not force it. Do not try to make it happen. Just let the words be soft. Breathe in. Good can come gently. Breathe out. Good can come gently. Breathe in. Good can come gently. Breathe out. Good can come gently. Let it rest in your heart. Good can come gently. Good can come gently. Good can come gently. And now, let the breath become even softer. Not deep if deep feels like too much. Just natural, easy. Like a candle flame that knows how to be still. Feel the feet. Let them be heavy. Feel the legs. Let them be quiet. Feel the hips. Let them be held. Feel the belly. Let it soften. Feel the heart. Let it rest. Feel the hands. Let them open inside. There is nothing you need to do right now. Everything can wait. The world can wait. The future can wait. The next step can wait until the next step is here. For now, you are here. Breathing, held by the moment, held by the quiet, held by the soft permission to stop gripping. If tears come, let them come gently. If no tears come, that is okay too. If you feel peace, let it be. If you feel nothing, let that be welcome too. You do not need to have the perfect feeling. You only need to be here. You are safe here. With your questions, with your hope, with your tiredness, with your soft heart, with the part of you that still wants to believe good can come. Take a slow breath in and release. Again, take a slow breath in and release. Again, take a slow breath in and release. Now let these final stillness words move through you slowly. I do not have to hold my breath for life to support me. I do not have to stay tense to be prepared. I do not have to understand everything before I can feel calm. I can be quiet now. I can be soft now. I can be held by this moment now. Let the quiet deepen. Let the words become fewer. Let your body listen to the spaces between them. Soft hands, slow breath, open heart, soft hands, slow breath, open heart, soft hands, slow breath, open heart. You are safe here. Everything can wait. Just breathe, just breathe, just breathe. You are safe here. Let the quiet hold you now. Let the breath be soft. Let the heart listen. These words can move through you without effort. You do not need to reach for them. You do not need to make them true by force. You can simply let them come close. I am no longer begging life to prove I am worthy. My worth is not waiting outside of me. My worth is not hiding in a result. My worth is not locked inside one answer. My worth is already breathing with me. It is quiet. It is steady. It is here. I am no longer begging life to prove I am worthy. I can stop standing at the edge of my own good. I can stop asking if I am allowed. I can stop looking at every delay as rejection. My life is still open. My heart is still welcome here. My good can still meet me. I am worthy before the blessing appears. I am worthy while the path is still forming. I am worthy while my hands are still learning to open. I am worthy while my heart is still afraid. I am worthy in the soft middle. I am worthy in the unfinished place. I am worthy now. Let that sink in. You are worthy in the soft middle. Not only at the end, not only after the answer, not only after the change, right here, right now, in the quiet part of the journey where so much is still unseen. I no longer chase love, money, peace, or approval as if they are running from me. I return to myself. I come back to my own breath. I come back to my own center. I come back to the place inside me that does not need to panic. I come back to the calm truth that I can be supported without losing myself. I no longer chase as if life is against me. Life may be slower than my mind wants. Life may be quieter than my fear understands. Life may be moving in ways I cannot name, but I do not need to run after every shadow. I can stand in my own light. I can let what is right come closer. I am learning to receive from calm, not from hunger. I am learning to welcome good without grabbing it. I am learning to let support touch my life without turning it into pressure. I am learning that a quiet heart can still call in beautiful things. I am learning that peace can be part of receiving. I am learning to receive from calm. This is new. This is tender. This may feel strange at first, but strange does not mean wrong. Sometimes peace feels strange when the body has lived in tension for too long. Sometimes ease feels unfamiliar when fear has been the old home. So I let it be new. I let it be gentle. I let myself learn. I am not too much for prosperity. I am not too late for support. I am not too tired for a new beginning. I am not too wounded for peace. I am not too ordinary for grace. I am not too far away from the good that belongs with my soul. I am not too much. I am not too late. I am not too far. Let those words soften the place that has been waiting to hear them. You are not too much. You are not too late. You are not too far. You are here. And here is a holy beginning. I let the old race end inside me. The race to prove, the race to compare, the race to be chosen, the race to never fall behind, the race to earn rest, the race to deserve kindness. I let that old race end inside me. I let the old race end. I do not need to outrun my fear tonight. I do not need to outrun another person's path. I do not need to outrun time. I can walk. I can breathe. I can trust the pace that keeps me whole. My life can open without me breaking. My life can grow without me becoming hard. My life can expand without my heart closing. My life can become better in ways that still feel kind. My life can welcome more without losing peace. My life can open without me breaking. Let this be a deep truth. You do not have to be torn apart to change. You do not have to suffer to be renewed. You do not have to lose yourself to receive more. You can open gently. You can grow gently. You can rise gently. I give myself back to myself. The part of me I left in worry. The part of me I left in waiting. The part of me I left in old shame. The part of me I left in fear of not having enough. I call myself home with kindness. I give myself back to myself. My energy returns. My breath returns. My softness returns. My quiet hope returns. My ability to trust returns slowly, like morning coming through a closed curtain. I do not force it. I let it return. I am allowed to be supported in ordinary ways and unexpected ways, through simple help, through peaceful ideas, through steady choices, through useful work, through honest connection, through quiet rest, through a new door I did not know was there. I am allowed to be supported in ways I did not plan. I release the need to name every path. I release the need to choose every answer ahead of time. I release the old belief that support must look exactly like my fear demands. Good can be wiser than my plan. Good can be softer than my pressure. Good can be nearer than I think. I trust the good that respects my heart. I trust the path that does not ask me to abandon my peace. I trust the opening that feels clean in my body. I trust the step that brings breath back into my chest. I trust the support that lets me stay true. I trust the good that respects my heart. I do not need to say yes to what drains my spirit. I do not need to call every chance a blessing. I do not need to confuse panic with purpose. The good meant for me can meet me with steadiness. The good meant for me can honor my inner peace. I am not here to suffer for my dreams. I am here to love them into form. I am here to give them space. I am here to care for them with patience. I am here to take the next honest step. I am here to stay kind to myself while life unfolds. I am not here to suffer for my dreams. My dreams do not need my pain. They need my presence. They need my tenderness. They need my clear attention. They need my steady return. They need me to stop turning my own heart into a place of war. I can want more and still feel grateful now. I can desire change and still honor this breath. I can hope for support and still notice the support that is already near. I can look forward and still be gentle with today. I can be in between and still be loved. I can want more and still feel grateful now. These two can live together, desire and thanks, hope and rest, growth and peace, a dream ahead and a breath right here. I do not have to choose between loving this moment and welcoming the next one. I let prosperity become a quiet companion, not a loud fear. I let it walk beside me. I let it breathe with me. I let it come closer through peace. I let the thought of prosperity become softer in my body. I let it feel less like a fight and more like a friendship. I let prosperity become a quiet companion, not something above me, not something against me, not something I must chase until I am empty. A companion, a support, a gentle presence that may grow as I grow, a path that may open as I soften. I allow myself to be met by kindness, by timing, by help, by wisdom, by calm chances, by good that does not need to shout, by support that feels like a deep breath. I allow myself to be met. I do not need to stand alone in every doorway. I do not need to hold my life at arm's length. I do not need to be suspicious of every gentle thing. I can be met. I can be helped. I can be held in simple ways. I release the fear that good will disappear the moment I relax. I release the fear that rest will make me lose my chance. I release the fear that peace is unsafe. I release the fear that I must stay tense to keep what I love. I release the fear that good will disappear when I relax. Good does not need my panic to remain. Support does not need my worry to stay alive. Prosperity does not need my body to be tight. I can relax a little and still be guided. I can rest a little and still be cared for. I am learning to hold good with open palms, not closed fists, not shaking hands, open palms, soft palms, hands that bless, hands that receive, hands that know the difference between holding and gripping. I am learning to hold good with open palms. If good comes, I welcome it. If good changes form, I breathe. If good asks me to grow, I listen. If good arrives slowly, I stay gentle. I do not turn every blessing into fear. I let good be good. I let good be good. I do not search it for danger first. I do not apologize for receiving it. I do not shrink when it comes near. I do not close my heart because I am afraid to lose it. I let good be good. I let kindness be kindness. I let support be support. I am safe to be helped. I am safe to be seen in my honest need. I am safe to ask softly. I am safe to receive without making myself small. I am safe to let another kind hand reach me. I am safe to allow life to support me through more than my own effort. I am safe to be helped. This may feel tender. This may touch old places. This may bring up tears. Let them come if they come. There is no shame in needing support. There is no shame in being human. There is no shame in letting the world be kind to you. I let the locked rooms inside me open with care, not all at once, not by force, room by room, breath by breath, with a soft key of trust, with a gentle hand of patience, with a heart that is willing to stop hiding from its own good. I let the locked rooms inside me open with care. The room where I hid my hope. The room where I hid my need. The room where I hid my dream of a softer life. The room where I hid the belief that I could be supported too. I do not break the doors down. I open them with love. I welcome a prosperity that makes my life more loving, more honest, more generous, more restful, more grounded, more free, more connected to what matters in my heart. I welcome a prosperity that makes my life more loving, not only more full, not only more busy, not only more seen, more loving. A prosperity that gives me room to breathe. A prosperity that lets me care for myself and others with a softer spirit. I am ready to stop making fear the price of wanting. I can want without suffering. I can desire without panic. I can hope without gripping. I can ask life for more while still letting this moment hold me. I can let my dreams feel kind again. I am ready to stop making fear the price of wanting. This is a powerful release. Let it move through the heart. Let it move through the belly. Let it move through the hands. You are allowed to want good things without hurting yourself with the wanting. I now choose the path of gentle receiving, a path with breath, a path with patience, a path with self-respect, a path with soft courage, a path where prosperity can meet me without fear standing at the door. I now choose the path of gentle receiving. Again, slowly, I choose the path of gentle receiving. And again, even softer, I choose the path of gentle receiving. Let this be the peak. Let this be the turning. Let this be the moment your body hears that you do not have to chase your life anymore. You do not have to chase your life anymore. You can live it. You can breathe inside it. You can meet it with open eyes. You can let it meet you back. You can let prosperity find you through peace, through wisdom, through support, through the quiet rightness of the next step. I am here for the life that is trying to love me back. I am here for the help that may come softly. I am here for the calm chance. I am here for the honest path. I am here for the gentle door. I am here for the good that does not need to hurt me to reach me. I am here for the life that is trying to love me back. Let that rest in your heart. You do not need to search the whole world tonight. You do not need to solve the whole path tonight. You only need to be here. present enough to receive the next breath, soft enough to believe that good may still come near. I let the deepest part of me stop running, the part that has been afraid, the part that has been checking, the part that has been waiting for life to prove it is kind. That part can stop running now. It can sit down inside my heart. It can be held. It can be loved. I let the deepest part of me stop running. There is a place for you here. There is a breath for you here. There is rest for you here. There is peace for you here. There is still good for you here. There is still time for you here. I am ready to receive without fear being in charge. I am ready to move without panic leading. I am ready to rest without guilt speaking first. I am ready to open without losing myself. I am ready to allow prosperity to feel safe, slow, kind, and true. I am ready to receive without fear being in charge. Maybe not perfectly, maybe not all at once, but honestly, gently. Tonight, I begin again. Tonight, I soften again. Tonight, I let the grip loosen a little more. And if a part of you doubts this, let it be here. You do not need to force belief. You do not need to push doubt away. You can let doubt sit beside the breath. You can let doubt be held in the same soft room as hope. You can whisper, you can stay, but you do not have to lead. Hope can stay too. Peace can stay too. Trust can stay too. The new possibility can stay too. You are not choosing by fighting doubt. You are choosing by feeding gentleness. You are choosing by returning to the breath. You are choosing by not abandoning yourself. Now let these words settle. Let the strong place become quiet. Let the peak become warmth. Let the warmth move down through the body. Let the heart know it has been heard. Let the body know it can rest. Let prosperity become a peaceful word inside you. You can release the grip. You can watch prosperity find you. Not with fear, not with force, but with a calm heart, a softer body, and a life that is slow, lie opening to good. Now the energy begins to soften. The strong words become slower. The heart does not need to climb any higher. It can settle now. It can rest in what it has already heard. Imagine a piece of cloth being woven by quiet hands, one thread at a time. Not rushed, not pulled too hard, not forced into beauty, just one thread crossing another. A little trust, a little breath, a little release, a little support, a little hope, a little rest. This is how a new life can be made, not always in one bright moment, not always through a sudden answer, but through many small threads of kindness. A calmer thought here, a softer choice there, a night where you do not attack yourself, a morning where you let one good idea in, a moment where you receive help instead of pushing it away. The old pattern may have been woven with fear, thread after thread of worry, thread after thread of pressure, thread after thread of, I have to do everything alone. But now, gently, slowly, a new pattern is beginning. And you do not have to tear the whole cloth apart. You simply begin weaving differently. You add one thread of calm. You add one thread of trust. You add one thread of receiving. You add one thread of rest. You add one thread of self-kindness. And little by little, the inner fabric changes. It becomes warmer, softer, more able to hold you. This is the quiet work of release. Not a dramatic throwing away, not a hard break with the past, a soft reweaving, a kinder pattern, a new way of being with your own heart. Earlier, you began opening the hand. Now let the opening become natural, not something you have to think about every moment, just a softer way of living, a softer way of waiting, a softer way of hoping, a softer way of wanting more. You do not need to force the door. You can stop leaning your whole body against it. You can step back. You can breathe. You can let the key turn in its own time. And if the door is right, it may open more gently than you expected. You do not need to hold every boat, every bowl, every answer, every plan. The metaphors can fade now. Only the feeling remains. Soft hands, quiet heart, enough breath, room for good. Let the earlier words return in a new way. Not as commands, not as something to memorize, as living warmth, as small threads in the cloth of this night. You can loosen your hold on what fear told you to carry. You can let life breathe around the places you tried to control. You can make space inside yourself for good that comes without panic. You can receive in a way that keeps your heart whole. You can let peaceful prosperity become part of your inner weather. Not a storm, not a bright flash that disappears. A soft climate, a gentle air, a feeling that grows around your choices, a way of moving through your life with less fear and more room. You can stop proving your worth through exhaustion. You can stop measuring your future through old pain. You can stop treating rest as a danger. You can stop turning every desire into a test. You can let desire become a prayer of the heart, spoken softly and then allowed to breathe. Take a long, quiet pause here. Let your body answer in its own way. Let it tell you where the release is beginning, maybe in your hands, maybe in your chest, maybe behind your eyes, maybe in the quiet place where you have been tired for a long time. There is no hurry, no pushing, no need to feel something special. Just listen, just breathe, just let the words become space. Now imagine another simple image, a shelf in a quiet room. On this shelf are heavy stones you have carried for years. One stone says, I must know everything. One stone says, I cannot rest yet. One stone says, good things are not for me. One stone says, if I stop worrying, I will lose control. Tonight, you do not have to throw the stones away. You do not have to hate them. You do not have to pretend they never mattered. You can simply set one stone down, just one. Place it on the shelf. Let it be held somewhere other than your body. Set down the stone of needing to know tonight. Set down the stone of being hard on yourself. Set down the stone of expecting disappointment. Set down the stone of calling yourself behind. Set down the stone of believing you must carry every burden alone. Your body can be lighter without losing wisdom. Your heart can be softer without losing strength. Your mind can be quieter without becoming careless. You can put down weight and still walk forward when morning comes. The earlier truth returns in a deeper form. You are not releasing because you do not care. You are releasing because you do care. You care about your peace. You care about your body. You care about your heart. You care about the life you are building. You care enough to stop using fear as your only fuel. You can care from softness now. You can prepare from calm now. You can choose from self-respect now. You can welcome prosperity as part of your well-being, not as a reason to hurt yourself. Let the body understand this. There is no prize for staying tense all night. There is no reward for punishing your own heart. There is no hidden virtue in refusing to rest. You are allowed to be kind to yourself while life is still becoming. Now feel the words becoming simpler. You are here. You are breathing. You are opening. You are learning. You are not alone in the way you once feared. You are not trapped in the old path. Turn. You are not required to keep gripping. A new thread is being woven. Thread of breath. Thread of ease. Thread of trust. Thread of enough. Thread of willingness. Thread of gentle prosperity. Thread of quiet rest. And every time you return to this space, the pattern becomes more familiar. Your body remembers. Your heart remembers. Your mind hears the softer language again. And slowly, the old fear does not feel like home anymore. You may still have days where you grip again. That is okay. You may still have moments where the old worry returns. That is okay. You may still want to control every answer. That is okay. You are not failing when an old pattern appears. You are noticing. And noticing is the doorway to choice. When you notice the grip, you can soften the hand. When you notice the rush, you can slow the breath. When you notice the fear, you can speak with kindness. When you notice the old story, you can choose one gentler thread. This is how change becomes real. Not because you never feel fear, but because fear is no longer the only voice in the room. Peace speaks too. Trust speaks too. Your deeper self speaks too. And its voice is calm. It says, you can rest. It says, let the next step come. It says you do not have to force the whole future. It says your heart is allowed to be soft. It says there is still good you have not met yet. Let that final line rest inside you. There is still good you have not met yet. Not a promise shouted at the sky, not a guarantee forced into the future. A gentle opening, a soft possibility, a window left slightly open for grace. There is still peace you have not felt yet. There is still support you have not recognized yet. There is still kindness you have not received yet. There is still wisdom you have not heard yet. There is still a calmer way of living that may be waiting for you, one breath at a time. And you do not need to search for all of it tonight. Tonight is not for searching. Tonight is for softening. Tonight is for letting the words become a blanket around your heart. Tonight is for allowing the nervous places in you to hear. You can rest now. You can rest from the chase. You can rest from the pressure. You can rest from the old need to make everything happen by force. You can rest from holding the future in your hands. You can rest from asking fear to keep you safe. Let the cloth be woven. Let the stones be set down. Let the inner room become quiet. Let your body begin to move toward sleep if sleep is near. Let your heart feel less alone. Let your breath become the only thing you need to follow. Nothing more is needed right now. No more reaching, no more proving, no more fixing. Only this gentle return, this simple breath, this soft opening, this quiet knowing that life can still meet you kindly. You are drifting now. Deeper, softer, safe. Let your breathing slow. Let your body become heavy. Let the room around you become quiet, even if there are sounds. You do not need perfect silence. You only need permission to rest. We will move slowly now. From the top of your head, down through the body, softly, gently, like night settling over a peaceful field. Bring your attention to the top of your head. Let the skin of the scalp soften. Let the forehead smooth. Let the space between the eyebrows open. No need to think so hard now. No need to hold the whole day in your face. Let your forehead rest. Let your eyes rest. Let the eyelids feel heavy. Even if your eyes are already closed, let them close from the inside. Let the eyes stop searching. Let the eyes stop checking. Let the eyes float in darkness. Now, soften the cheeks, soften the jaw. Let the teeth part a little if that feels good. Let the tongue rest. Let the mouth be peaceful. No words to say, no answers to give, no one to convince. You are drifting now, deeper, softer, safe. Let the throat relax. The place of words, the place of unsaid things, the place of asking, the place of holding back. Tonight, the throat can rest. You do not need to explain your life before sleep. Let the neck soften. Let the shoulders become heavy, very heavy, as if warm sand is resting over them, not pressing, only soothing. Let the shoulders fall away from the ears. Let them stop holding the future. Breathe in slowly for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold gently for 1, 2, and breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold softly for 1, 2. Breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2. Release, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. Nothing to force. Nothing to do perfectly. Just letting the breath become longer than the thought. Letting the body learn that night is allowed to be safe. Now feel the arms. Upper arms heavy, elbows soft, forearms resting, wrists loose, hands quiet, fingers easy. The hands are no longer working. They are no longer holding the old story. They are no longer reaching into tomorrow. Let the hands sleep before the mind sleeps. Let the hands be empty and peaceful. Let the palms feel warm. Let the fingers curl or open naturally. There is no correct shape for rest. There is only rest. Now bring attention to the chest, the heart area, the ribs, the lungs. Let the breath move through this space gently. Not deep if deep feels like too much. Just easy, just natural, just enough. Your heart has done enough today. It has cared enough. It has tried enough. It has waited enough. Tonight, let the heart be held by quiet. Let the heart be held by softness. Let the heart be held by this breath, a soft affirmation for rest. My heart may relax into the night. My heart may relax without knowing every answer. My heart may relax while good is still finding its way. Let the belly soften now, the place that may have held worry. Let the belly rise and fall. Let it be round if it is round. Let it be still if it is still. Let it be accepted. Let it be unjudged. There is nothing to tighten against right now. There is nothing to brace for right now. The body may rest. The breath may move. The mind may slow. Now feel the back, upper back, middle back, lower back. Let the back feel supported beneath you. Let the spine stop trying to be strong for everyone. Let each part of the back become heavy. You are allowed to be supported by the bed, by the chair, by the floor, by the quiet, by the moment, by the breath that keeps returning. Bring attention to the hips. Let them sink. Let them release. Let the pelvis be heavy. Let the legs become loose. Thighs soft, knees soft, calves soft, ankles soft, feet soft. Let the feet rest. They have carried you through so much. Tonight, they do not need to go anywhere. They do not need to search for the path. They do not need to run after the future. They can simply rest. Soft affirmation for the body. My body may rest and restore in its own gentle way. My body may receive quiet support from this moment. My body may feel calmer as I release the day. You are drifting now, deeper, softer, safe. Let the whole body be one quiet shape. The head soft, the face calm, the shoulders heavy, the hands still, the chest open enough, the belly gentle, the legs resting, the feet quiet. Now count 5 soft breaths. 1. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2. Breathe in. Breathe out. 3. Breathe in. Breathe out. 4. Breathe in. Breathe out. 5. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nothing else. Just the body, just the breath, just the night. Let these sleep affirmations move slowly now. I may sleep without solving everything. I may rest while life continues to unfold. I may let the night hold what my mind cannot carry. I may enter sleep with a softer heart. I may wake with one clearer thought. I may receive peace in small, quiet ways. I may let tomorrow arrive tomorrow. I may release today with kindness. I may allow my body to feel safe enough to rest. I may welcome calm dreams. I may let my spirit be quiet. I may trust this gentle darkness. I may let prosperity be a peaceful word as I sleep. I may stop chasing and begin resting. I may let good approach in ways that do not need my fear. You are drifting now, deeper, softer, safe. If thoughts come, let them become softer. If feelings come, let them be wrapped in breath. If memories come, let them pass without needing to follow. The night does not ask you to solve them. The night only invites you to release your hold. Let the mind become like a quiet lake after the wind has stopped. A few ripples may remain. That is okay. They do not need to be stopped. They will settle in their own time. You do not need to force sleep. You do not need to catch sleep. You do not need to make sleep happen. You can let yourself be available to rest. You can let rest come closer. You can let the body lead. The body knows how to become heavy. The breath knows how to become slow. The heart knows how to soften. The night knows how to hold you. Drifting now, deeper, softer, safe. Let the last pieces of the day loosen. Let the old grip loosen. Let the need to know loosen. Let the need to plan loosen. Let the need to be strong every second loosen. You are allowed to sleep as you are, unfinished, loved, learning, held by this quiet moment, ready for rest, ready for peace, ready to let the night be kind. Now the words become very simple, very slow, very soft. You do not need to think about them. You can let them move around you like quiet music. Cycle 1. My heart can be soft, and my life can still grow. My heart can stay soft while new good comes near. My soft heart is not weakness. It is a peaceful place to begin. The next breath is enough for now. Only this breath is needed right now. This breath brings me back to peace. I can rest while good is still unfolding. I can rest without closing the door to support. Rest may help me feel calm enough to receive tomorrow's gentle step. I let the night carry what I no longer need to hold. I let the quiet take some of the weight from my thoughts. I let this dark, soft hour hold me with care. I welcome enoughness into my body. I welcome the feeling of enough air, enough space, enough quiet. I welcome enoughness as a warm place inside me. Cycle 2. My heart can be soft, and my life can still grow. Growth does not need me to become hard. I can grow with tenderness still alive in me. The next breath is enough for now. I return to the breath when the mind wanders. I let the breath be my small home tonight. I can rest while good is still unfolding. I can sleep without pulling the future closer. I can let tomorrow come in its own gentle hour. I let the night carry what I no longer need to hold. I set down the weight of overthinking. I allow the quiet to hold what my hands have released. I welcome enoughness into my body. Enough for this moment. Enough for this breath. Enough for this night. Cycle 3. My heart can be soft, and my life can still grow. My life may open through peace, not pressure. My softness can walk with my strength. The next breath is enough for now. I breathe in softly. I breathe out slowly. I am here, and here is enough. I can rest while good is still unfolding. Good does not need my fear to keep moving. I may sleep while life continues in ways I do not need to control. I let the night carry what I no longer need to hold. I let my hands be quiet. I let my heart be quiet. I let my mind be quiet. I welcome enoughness into my body, enough breath, enough softness, enough peace, enough for now. Now let the title words return, softer than before. Release the grip. Watch prosperity find you, not through force, not through fear, through a calmer heart, through a quieter body, through the gentle space you have opened within. Release the grip. Let the good that is right for you come in peaceful ways. Let prosperity find the soft places, the honest places, the open places. Release the grip. You do not have to chase tonight. You can drift. You can soften. You can sleep. You can be held by this quiet. Let these words stay with you, not as something to remember perfectly, only as a feeling. Soft hands, slow breath, peaceful heart, quiet trust. Return here whenever you need. When the mind grips again, when the future feels heavy, when prosperity feels far away, when your heart needs a softer voice, return here to the breath, to the quiet, to the gentle truth that you do not have to force your life open. Which line touched your heart the most? You can share it in the comments if you feel called. Your words may help someone else feel less alone tonight. And if these words helped you, you are welcome to join this space. Come back whenever your heart needs rest. Come back whenever your hands need to open. Come back whenever your breath needs a softer place to land. Now, nothing more is needed. Let the words fade. Let the body sleep. Let the mind loosen. Let the heart be quiet. You are drifting now, deeper, softer, safe. The chase can end for tonight. The pressure can rest for tonight. The hands can open for tonight. The heart can be held for tonight. Sleep softly. Breathe gently. Rest completely. Your grip is loosening. Your heart is opening. And in the quiet, good may still find its way to you.